During the Obama administration, President Obama deported more people than President Trump did, the most in history. Nobody cared.
RFK was on Rogan over the weekend, or on Friday actually, and here he is talking about Trump and how he has worked the border and immigration policy, which obviously is connected when you see that someone who came in only 12 years ago just murdered 2 people and shot 14 others in Austin.
There's a reason, and I see it in my agency, the cost that it's imposing on our country, and on healthcare, diminishing healthcare for Americans, and housing and jobs, and all of these places where it hurts us. We need workers in here, and we need legal immigrants in here, but they should come in legally, and every country has to do that. President Trump ran on this issue. He ran that he's going to enforce it and deport, particularly the bad people. This is what you don't hear. 70% of the people that they've arrested have criminal records. What the Democrats are always saying is, only 14% of them have been convicted of a violent crime. Well, they've been convicted. But a lot of them, the other ones, have been arrested, and they just haven't been convicted yet because they jumped, bail, or they jumped their warrants. The other 30%, a lot of them are gang members. When they go looking for an immigrant, they're not just randomly searching, restaurants. They're going after particular people who they've gotten their names from local law enforcement and from others. During the during the Obama administration, President Obama deported more people than President Trump did, the most in history. Nobody cared. And there were 76 people shot during that process, during the Biden administration. None of it made headlines. About half of those people were killed. None of it made the news. Now, because it's Trump doing it, you have the entire Democratic Party and the media establishment saying, look at the horrible things. He's a dictator, but he's doing what he promised to do to the American people.
Right. So we know that the people coming in, huge swaths of them, are not good people. Doesn't mean they're all jihadists. But rape isn't great, and murder isn't great, and bringing in fentanyl isn't great, and human trafficking isn't great, and punching grandma on the street isn't great, and we could do a few more of those. Those things aren't great either. But also, even if you're just like a perfectly average nobody and you come to America illegally, you still might have to go home. So that's why the Democrats are so apoplectic right now. Their project to flood this country with illegals, to get on the dole of the government, to then become perpetual Democrats. Trump has spit in the eye of that. Trump has also spit in the eye of the people who they pretend they're progressive. Did someone once say this years ago? They're not actually progressive, they're regressive. I think somebody said that a long time ago. And they like those regressive leaders. Every time there is a bad guy doing something in the world, the people who purport to be progressive and for women and for gays and for minorities and for tolerance and for diversity, they will be also for the most repressive people ever across the world, which is why the Red-Green Alliance is so nasty, because you have a bunch of brain-broken Marxists who are being taken advantage of by the Islamists, who will just behead them at the end. Yes, it buys you a couple minutes, but that's all.